What up, everybody? You're now tuned into Candid Conversations. I'm your host, Brandon Lampley. Hey, we back again today with another episode. Hey, I got my man Shawn Taylor in the building. We're gonna talk about social media, how it's affected relationships. Hey, man, we're gonna get into it, man, because this is heavy, man. This is heavy.
Yeah, I'm sure gonna let you take the lead so they can see. So when I see them shots fired, I can duck.
Hey, I know, right? Hey, I want all the smoke, ladies and gentlemen. I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, the
Yeah,
truth is the truth. You can beg, you can kick, you can wince, you can cry, but at the end of the day, the truth is the truth, and that's not going to change.
yeah,
Hey, it
sure
is
ain't,
what it
brother.
is, man.
That's right.
So
That's
hey,
right, man.
so what we're going to do is we're going to start it out, which I seen article talking about it, and it talked about the way 8 ways social media has ruined relationships. So in the 8 ways, just a quick go over. Number one, it limits personal interaction. That one is huge. That one is
Right.
huge because the limiting of personal interactions, that's throughout any relationship. I mean, from parent relationship to family relationships, business relationships, casual relationships. Limiting personal interaction or interactions affect us all.
Right. I agree 100%. It's almost like when we were, me, you, and Michelle were talking on last week. How people so busy and so. I mean,
Hey, hold on,
we have,
Sean. You got like a TV or something in the background.
oh, that's hold on, man. Hold on, that's my daughter.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's too loud. It's too loud.
Let's see. Oh no. Let me go
That's
share
better.
this. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
better,
That's
B.
better. That's good. We
Okay.
good right there.
Right. Right. Yeah. So,
But yeah, limiting personal interactions.
right, right. It's like me and you and Michelle were talking back on, I think it was, that may have been last Friday. We had a good conversation on it. It's almost,
Yeah.
people become robotic once they get in face to face because they're so busy interacting through technology. Um, and it's easy for it. One another thing, it's when you're not, when you kind of get unfamiliar with interacting with people one on one, when you finally get that chance from going from texting to shooting emails or whatever, it feels kind of awkward for a lot of people. It's almost like the relationship, not the relationship, but the conversation becomes robotic.
Yeah.
So people don't know what to say next because they're so busy and so used to conversating through text or emails. It's
Yes.
almost like one-on-one conversations are becoming a tad bit obsolete. And then everything, so many things gets lost in translation too as well. So yeah, I mean, when you think about it, I don't know, man. It it puts a damper on a relation, on a relationship, all relationships, I think. But
Yeah. It does. It does, man. It does. Like you said, it makes it incredibly robotic. I think, and we talked about this text messaging. Text messaging is the worst because
man,
you can't. There's so many things get lost in translation with text messages because you
hmm
can't you can't display tone through text messages, and the way you say things, is just words, and people can read it and interpret it how they want. And so because of that, man, a lot of things happen where people feelings get hurt or people think you meant something one way you didn't really mean it that way. Now you got to disconnect and a breakdown because of some words on the cellular device, which is crazy to me.
yeah, I've had a lot of disagreements and arguments based off something that someone misinterpreted wrong through text message. Why can't we just pick up the phone and just have a conversation so we can get our points across and then we can both realize on each other's end we got a mutual understanding, but through text, everything gets misconstrued through text message.
Yeah,
Everything.
man. Oh yeah, yeah, man. So
Even if you can send a wrong emoji. Like, I'm like, what does this world come to, man? That emojis dictates all. I mean, I don't know, man. I miss
yeah,
the days where you could just sit and just have a conversation with people, and or pick up the phone, and just call them and have a conversation. And even with nothing is better and nothing is more important than face-to-face interaction.
yeah,
It's just not, man.
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, nothing beats it, man. Nothing beats it. So, say number two, they say it reopens closed chapters. That one's heavy right there, man. That one's heavy because us as people, what we normally do, we tend to, especially after traumatic experiences, especially after things don't work out, or maybe things aren't going the way you want them to go, especially within a relationship. Having social media can reopen old chapters where you were familiar with said person, and so now because of that, the threat of the ex is always hanging over your head, because she still has access to those exes through social media, whether it's open or whether it's in private, because you got the Snapchat where you could chat on Snapchat. We could have a full conversation. We could schedule to meet up. We could do all of this, and it disappears after we're done talking with that conversation. So it's no possible way to track it.
Oh my God, man. Oh, so you're going all the way in on social media. Oh, like really diving in on social media. So that's good stuff too, D. When you are in a relationship with someone, here's the thing. I don't understand with couples how what another person says or comments on a post, and either the husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend be like, well, what was that about what so and so said? They're commenting, or they're putting too many emojis on your. I mean, it's actually jokes going around on TikTok about emojis and stuff like that. You gave her two hearts or two birthday cakes or whatever the case may be. People read so much into these emojis on what people say, and I'm like, okay, that person's way in Indonesia. I'm way in Georgia somewhere. So you mean to tell me through osmosis of some type of weird telepathy, I'm supposed to control what people say and not say or comment on my post when in the world people got freedom of speech to say whatever they want? Now, what another man or woman says or comments on my post, I can't control that. But so now now you finna have an attitude with me about something somebody else said that I have no control of. Brandon, please tell me your take on that, because brother, I just want to hear what you got to say about that one.
I think the solution to that period is keep your private life private. I mean,
exactly.
Keep your private life private, because once people know that you're in a relationship, they kind of stalk it a little bit, especially if they're interested in you. They're going to stalk anything you post, anything you share. You got people who are facetious, who they know you're with somebody, and they put extra hearts, extra cakes, extra laughing emojis, put all that extra stuff just to kind of send a message. And you explained it where you say women can see that from a mile away. Us men, it is what it is. But women, no one can tell someone likes you more than a woman that likes you. Women that like you can tell when other women really like you. So they read into everything women do in your interactions with them day to day. Some worse than others, of course. But, that's just the reality right now, man.
Man, I know, but it's a hell of a headache to have. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, a headache.
Man, who wants to even deal? I'm like, dude, for me, I'm like, I'm too busy. I'm running a business. Dude, I do not have time to be trolling Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Twitter, all that stuff. I'm like, man, if you got that much time on your hands and you're not doing something constructive with your time, and that's all you gotta do, is you just gonna be trolling what people are saying. And sometimes I don't see things until like a couple of days later, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what you meant, or all right, okay, so why so I posted? I'm like, why? I mean, for me, I look at it as senseless conversation to have when we could be talking about something extremely more important than that type of stuff, man. Again, for me, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just so petty, man. I mean, and maybe that's me coming from an alpha male type of perspective. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but I got better things to do with my time than to have an argument over a woman over emojis. But Brandon, think about that. We are arguing over an emoji. a
Yes.
smiley face, a heart,
Yes.
or a birthday cake.
Yeah.
An intelligent person on the outside in be like, all they can say is like, wow. That's what
Yeah.
they are getting.
That's what we're arguing about today.
Emojis.
Hmm.
Oh my
That's what we're
God.
arguing about today.
That's
I
where we
mean,
at.
yeah, yeah. And what plays into that, Shawn, is our obsession with sharing everything. Like if we don't share everything, people won't know. People don't know what they don't know. That's why being a private person and not sharing everything, I think is paramount, especially in a relationship. Like no one needs to be in your relationship. No one needs to see you guys in Dubai. No one needs to see that y'all going on a picnic or whatever. Like you want to stop and pose for the frame. Okay, well, how about you leave that for your personal collection? But everybody wants to peacock. Everybody wants to stunt. Everybody wants to, because all it is, hey, look who I'm with. That's pretty much what it is. It's, to me, it's a little shallow at the end of the day. Like, I was in a relationship for 5 years, and it's people on Facebook think I've been single for 10. Okay, so they've never seen them, and they probably never will. I mean, it's going to be rare that I ever do that. But I was always say, like they say, do things in private and then pop out married. Period. That's how you do it. You don't have to display, those things on social media. But we're in a culture where we tend to overshare.
Mm, mm, exactly. But
Yeah.
for me, I tell you what, man. I my mom has always said it. A private life is a happy life. And hell, I'm just gonna put it out there. You know, most people who are posting out, they all in every move or whatever. Listen, man. Social media is for me is nothing but a whole bunch of attention whores. That's just what it is. So yes, I
Yeah,
have said that
man.
word. And if you want that word spelled out, it's WHORES period. Attention whores.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, because for me, I'm you ain't gonna see, and I'm not knocking nobody. You ain't gonna see me with my clothes off on social media, my shirt off, constantly changing my profile like every day or every week. I'm like, man, I'm just not built that way, brother. I'm just not built that way. Now, to each and
No.
every brother out there or that's out there doing that, hey man, hats goes off to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you can't tell I'm working out, if you can't see that I'm in that gym, that I'm hitting them weights,
Yeah.
dude, you know what? I don't know what to tell you because, dude, I'm not taking off my clothes for you to see. Well,
Right.
I don't understand it, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let's see. Miss Lisa say, if you're on top of your game, it doesn't matter who shoots their shot on social media. Oh man. Oh yeah. That
Mm,
that right there.
right.
And I was talking to my little sister about this last night. Like, if we take relationships and take away the Disney, R&B, romantic comedy, fairy tale version of love and romance, you take that away, even though of course, people say, well, it makes the relationships robotic and cold. No, I don't think so. You take that away because those are, temporary things. Like a typical honeymoon phase can last from a couple weeks up until maybe 3 to 6 months. They call that phase limerence. You could
Mm,
last in that phase, but it doesn't last very long. You come out of that eventually, and then the relationship starts, especially marriage. It starts, and you find out that it's not about love and romance and all those nonsensical things. It's about duty. It's about work. You know, and if we treat relationships the way we treat jobs, we will be better off for it. Hey, because the biggest thing is they talking about women submitting, and I hate talking about that because it is what it is. But they always talk about submission. Well, one thing we do know is women submit to the time clock. So how about they treat their relationships the same way they treat their jobs? And you'll have better outcomes, I think, in said relationships if you treat relationships as a job. In a job, you're constantly evaluated on your performance day to day, seemingly. And it's the same in relationships. You're constantly evaluated day to day. So treat it as a job.
I agree with you 100%, my brother. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, I don't like talking about that submissive, man. When you bring up that word, if you bring up that SUB word, man, that's a
Yeah.
touchy subject, man. It's just a touchy
Yeah, it
subject.
is.
No, nobody wants to. talk about that, and then nobody wants to talk about how everything is catered to the woman. Everything, everything. You think about everything out there, it's catered to the woman. And look, man, I get it, you know, but so when I hear women that's talking highly of their man or whatever the case may be, that's good because they can't get it enough. But in retrospect, we have to quit comparing our relationships to the relationships we see on social media.
Man, that
How
was one of
about
the next points.
how about when things go sideways? How about you air all that out? You're gonna air all the good stuff out. You got people comparing their relationships, whatever. You never know what's going on between two people behind closed doors.
No, you don't. You don't. And I just did a show at 12 with Coach Kevin Sullivan, and I brought that up a little bit. We talked about it, how you got to be able to see the low lights. You have to be able to see point A to point B. All you're seeing on social media is the result. You're not seeing what it took for them to get to where they are. You don't see what they're currently doing to maintain whatever that is, because somebody's relationship looks nice, but then if you find out that what they're going through to maintain their relationship, you'd be like, I don't know if that'll be for me. Like, hey, Will and Jada was relationship goals for so many people. I don't think that's the case now.
No, man. I mean, we all human at the end of the day, dude. And what people gotta understand, man, you can't live your life based off what you're seeing. You have to live your life based off what you're trying to produce in your own relationship or partnership. It's between two people. A relationship is between two people. It's not a community project. You know,
Yeah.
and I've had problems with people who's like, you know what, or you too private. I'm like, listen, man, if I'm private, don't mean I'm hiding something. Me private is like I want peace. Me private
Yeah.
because it's none of your business. There's certain things that should be sacred between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing sacred when everybody's in your damn business.
Yep.
I've had marriages and relationships destroyed because people are all in the business. So my whole thing about that is, man, I'm like, I'm not selling all that stuff that you buy, that y'all want me to buy when it comes to, you're too private. Well, I'm gonna stay private. I don't
Yeah.
have no problems when I'm private.
Yeah.
I have problems
Yeah.
when everything is public. That's where the problems
Yeah.
come in. So,
Yeah. That's where the problems come in. Yeah.
right,
And
right.
another thing social media does is it gives us an embarrassment of options, man. I'm talking about all kind of options. You literally have access to anyone on the planet on social media, from dating apps to Facebook to Twitter to Instagram, Tumblr. I mean, you name it. We have an embarrassment of options, and so with those options, of course, we already know you could take a below average woman who's not in shape, who just she doesn't look good, and dude, she could be like 40, and dude, she'll have her DMs will be absolutely stupid.
Hmm.
And as a man, if you don't understand what women go through on social media, especially dating
Right.
apps, just create a profile as a woman. Create a profile as a woman, or have a woman that show you her DMs and what she gets from men from day to day. It'll shock you. It'll absolutely shock you, and you'll wonder, like, man, well, how can truly be faithful if you have so many options to where as soon as I'm talking about smallest things go wrong, you're like, you know what? I don't like the way he chewed. I got 10,000 more dudes over here, so I'm gonna go over here with them. But that right there, having all of those options is what handcuffs us as well, because you always think there's a better option. People don't talk about it being it's just an option. It's always not necessarily a better option. That's why they say the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Yeah, man. What's so crazy to fall into that trap. And what I try to tell women all the way now, B, I finna give it, boy. This is finna come tough, bro. You know, I, you know, I don't know if you got a limit on the side, but boy, this one to come down strong. So I tell women all the time. I tell them all the time. I have women that talk to me about problems and situations and circumstances with men. Shawn, why men like this? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you. I give women the same advice that my mama gave me, my grandmother gave me, my aunt gave me. You ladies, please hear me and hear me good. You can find any dude to sleep with you and have sex with you. Good luck in trying to find one to love you. Good luck to
Mm-hmm.
find one to support you. Because I'm gonna tell you from the male's perspective, when they looking at you, checking you out, all they checking to see. You know, because let me tell you something. I done it plenty of times. Man, I wouldn't mind hitting that. I wouldn't mind tapping that.
Yeah.
You can find anybody to have sex with you, but trying to love you and to be there for you and to try keeping one. Try that
Yeah.
because it ain't for the weak. And
No.
that's the
No.
and when you talk about the options things, that's your options. The only options you got are dudes who want to have sex with you, not to be with you. So your
Yeah.
option is sex based. Please don't get gassed up on all of the guys in your DMs or whatever, thinking that you special, thinking that you more than what you are. Baby girl, I'm gonna tell you, I don't care how old you is, he just want to sleep with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That other thing that you want out of a relationship and partnership, that's a whole different dynamics. That's where women get they that's why social media has gassed women's head up with so much BS, making them think that they just got all these options. You got penis options. That's what you got. That's what
Yeah.
you got. That's all
Yeah.
you got. Sorry, somebody had to tell you.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, I hate that. I hate that so much when I hear that. Well, I got plenty of men that want to talk to me. Oh yeah, you do. You're right. You do. But all they want to do is sleep with you. It's see,
That's
Lisa
it.
Reed said, "I don't care about the plethora of options I have. It's about loyalty for me. I mean, loyalty is a lost art today. Now,
Pretty much.
it's yeah, and it isn't all the way always about somebody stepping out of somebody. It's about them just
Right.
giving up on the relationship. Because it's not going their way. That's a
Right.
part of loyalty as well.
Right.
But back to what you were saying about the women talking about their options, and you got to know that it's just men that want to sleep with you. I'm like, and that's not a flex. It's not a flex at all for you to say 10,000 dudes want to sleep with you, because
Yeah.
if animals could get pregnant, we'd have half human, half animals around here, man. Dudes will
Right.
sleep
Right.
with anything.
With a
Absolutely,
pulse.
dude. Man, anything. Shoot, you got the dude who's at the morgue sleeping with the corpses. So it doesn't matter. Like, he couldn't get it up unless the skin was ice cold. Like, men will sleep with anything. So that's not a flex. It's really not a
No,
flex.
it's not, man.
And
That's just straight real talk that you get.
yeah, and women and that's where women confuse men, because they think sexual interest is relationship interest, and it's not. It's not. That's why you got on your social media. That's why you got all those guys in your DMs. I hate to say it. That's why you got the guys in your DMs. That's why you got the guys at your job being nice. That's why you got the guys at your at the local grocery store, gas station being nice, offering you stuff. I mean, that's why you got guys who are quote unquote friends. Did you see that Steve Harvey? He came under fire because he had a quote back in 2010 that went viral. He talked about men and women not being friends, not being able to be friends. Did you see that?
Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I agree
I
with what
agree.
he said.
I agree 200% on what he said. I agree
100%.
200% on what he said,
Mm-hmm.
man. And my thing, my thing about that, man. I mean, he was just being honest, man. He was just he was just trying to keep it 100. It's just like what I just said. You women, you gonna have penis options 24/7.
Yeah.
Penis option and having a man in your life options are totally two different things. And women have always gotten mad when I said that. And I'm like, I have done it. I don't more times than I can even count. I'm like, yeah, I just slept with women. Ain't no feelings there, zero. And
Zero.
women think that's impossible. I'm like, that is wait a minute. Why do women think that's impossible? No, I have slept with women and had no feelings and be in love
None.
with somebody else. I mean, deeply stupid in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
But to me, we used to call it kills. That was just a kill for me. I just wanted that kill. I just wanted some strange. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, what? Listen. Here, man. Life too short for me to BS on here, or I gotta keep it 100% transparent.
Gotta be
I just
honest.
wanted some strange. That's it. Sorry, sweetheart. It was nothing more than that. I'm in love with Roberta over here. But
Hmm.
I'm going through some problems right now. You know, I done messed up. You was just some strange.
Yep.
My feelings ain't involved. I ain't no love there. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to move in with you, and I sure as hell don't want to marry you. It's just sex with
Yeah.
no feelings.
Yep.
It is out there.
Yeah.
I don't know what fantasy world people are living in, B.
Yeah, and they want women to operate that way as well. But the difference between the two is
Mm-mm. They
women
ain't
don't
got it.
just hop around like that. Like they're not
Uh-uh.
built that way. They have to
They not
build
built that
some
way.
type of connection. You know, they build
Mm-hmm.
the connection. You
Right.
know, those ones where you able to pick a chick up at the bar, sleep with her that same night. Yeah, it happens, but that's not majority of women. Majority of women,
Mm-mm.
you got to have some type of rapport. You know,
Right.
she got to get to know you a little bit, and
Right.
that's why they say cheating between the two of us is more of a is worse when they do it, because hey, with us we just wanted some strange. Hey, we gonna get right back. You know, no disease, no babies, no embarrassment of the family. But when women do it, hey, you didn't got pregnant by the dude, you done fell in love. Now you don't wreck the home. You know, now because you want to be out and you want to be with this guy. But now women are trying to perfect being like men. They want to be like men. They say, hold on. Robert say, do you say that before sex? Oh, you have to be honest. I will say, I haven't always
Listen
said
to
it.
Robin, man, coming out here with that, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
I'm gonna be
You know
honest.
what, Robin? Robin, to be 100% honest, yes and no. I'm just
Yes
being
and
honest.
no.
Yes and no. I didn't lie,
No.
Robin. Robin, I used to be a compulsive liar back in the day. But I didn't lie, you know, but I ain't gonna tell her I love it to get it. That's just crazy. I
No.
ain't doing no Martin Lawrence in the thin line between love and hate to get it. Like Bobby Brown
No.
said, you gonna have to tell her you love her. You gonna have to tell her you love her to get it. No, no. Now that move is a dumb move.
Yes.
No,
That's dumb.
no.
That's dumb.
If I gotta tell her I love her to get it, back in my heyday, that wouldn't happen. No, that wouldn't
No.
happen.
Mm-mm.
No.
No. No, that's like what's that, Leon, when he was on Five Heartbeats. He said, I'll tell her anything to get it. He say, I'll break down and cry, you know, and to get it. And if she tells somebody I cry for, I just say I didn't. Yeah. So, you know,
Yep.
that's what it's like. That's
Right,
what it's
right,
like.
right,
You know,
right,
now
right,
that I'm
right.
old, but being older now I know the game is different now. I'm not lying to nobody. No, I'm telling you straight up what is and what isn't, because I ain't got time for the games. I ain't got time for you misconstruing things, thinking something's more than it is. And shoot, now we in the era of Me Too, so I need to be as transparent as possible up front. She gonna be like, well, he told me he loved me. No, he didn't.
Why
No,
you
he did
bring up
not.
the me? Why you have to throw the me too into?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because that's how a lot of that started. I know it is. Yeah. Some of
You
them, you
believe
know,
you believe that's how a lot of that started me?
hey, a lot of them had penis remorse. They had penis buyer's remorse. They had buyer's remorse. You know, they were complicit in the act initially, and then
Hmm.
afterwards they were like they didn't get their way, or they just had regret
Right.
about doing it, and boom, Me Too. Now, are there those out there that have suffered? Yes, of course. But come
Of
on
course.
now,
Right.
we already know about false allegations. False allegations are a real thing, and and women don't have to prove false allegations. You got to remember that. All they got to do is say it, and then it's your job to prove that you did not do whatever she said you did. You know?
Yep. Because you could be way in Zamunda somewhere, and she said you did something. You got proof you was in Zamunda. You got tickets that you was in Zamunda. You got a hotel receipt that you was in Zamunda. You got alibis that you was in Zamunda. But the cops, the law enforcement, the judge, you got to fight through proving all that, all because she trying to change. See, that's the thing. The Chris Rock said it best. Men tell lies, women tell life-changing lies. So here's the thing. I mean, when she put that life-changing lie on you, now you got to fight to prove your innocence. I'm so done with the law. The law is garbage. It's trash. Guilty until
Yeah.
proven innocent. Man, innocent to proven guilty. That's it. That's the one. Innocent to proven guilty. If I'm so innocent to proven guilty, why y'all got me behind these bars? Why you got me in this clank? I mean, but I
Yeah.
gotta fight to prove my innocence in a place I wasn't even at, and I'm in jail for
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
bad, man. That's bad.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah, man. That is bad, man.
Man.
And one thing that I know social media does is it blurs boundaries. It blurs the boundaries. You have to set clear boundaries in your relationships, and social media blurs those boundaries because you wouldn't want your woman to have all these male friends. Oh, you know, that's just my friend. We know about male friends, ladies. That's why we're not going for the male friend thing. But yeah, she might not meet up with him for drinks, and she might not hang out with him or talk to him on the phone like that. But he on her social media though. You better believe that he keeping up tabs on her that way.
Mm-hmm.
And see, Lisa Reese said, "That's right, B. We just have to make a claim, and these women are getting paid. That's it. That's it. That's it. Make a claim, and hey, you getting paid. That is it. You say no, just say I don't want you, but I want the sex. Yeah, that's what you say. I mean, come on, and we know the young men, you know, today they're not. Hey, they're trying to get it any way they can, so they're gonna do whatever, however, whenever to get the end result. But that doesn't make us necessarily bad people because." I was talking to my mom about it last night. That's a guy, he was talking about it. And Shawn, I don't know if you ever thought about it like this, but we've always been painted as predators, as men, and we prey on women. That's what society has painted us as predators. But he said the way the laws and the way things are set up today, women are the predators and men are the prey. Yeah.
Well, I'd be doggone.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't
You got
even
because they're the choosers. You think about it. Women are the choosers.
I haven't even thought about that. I've never
Yeah.
thought about that. Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, Man,
It takes a minute to for you to
I'm
process it.
trying to process that one, man. I'm like, man, I've never ever thought of it.
Mhm.
I don't even know how to respond to that one.
I mean,
I
the way
guess
they
you.
weaponized, yeah, they weaponized. Look at the way they just weaponized sex. Like women can use sex as a weapon in just about all facets of life because women know that their true agency with us is sex. That's where it pretty much begins and ends. So they use it to their advantage
Mm,
because they know that's what we want, and we have those men who they just can't go without it. They just can't do without it. So what do women do? They use it to their advantage. They use it to manipulate you. They use it to get things out of you. They use it. And then a lot of times today is they do it, they using it in hopes of you getting, like they're just giving you the idea of being able to get it, not actually even doing it today, man.
right. That's Jesus Christ, man. I'm like, I'm still tripping off of the last thing she said that we to pray.
Yeah.
Uh, the thing about sex, man. Once you have sex with a female, man, you lose all your options.
Yeah.
Brandon, wasn't me and you talking about that?
You say you lose your
Huh?
options.
Was it me
Yeah.
and you having that conversation, man? I could have sworn it was you, Brandon.
Um,
Brandon, it had to be you.
I'm thinking it had to be me. I'm trying to remember the full conversation and what we were talking about.
Because like it's almost like you get a woman pregnant. You don't want to be with her, then the child support and all those
Oh
things. We were having a
yes,
deep conversation about that.
I remember now. Yes. Once
Hmm
sperm leaves your body, all your
hmm
your options are gone. You have zero rights as a father and as a man. We have no reproductive rights as a man. None.
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 Zero.
That's it. Yeah,
Zero.
and then one form of birth control, which is condoms. But that's about it, man. That is about it. But
Hmm
like you said, they have They got all of the options, man. They got all of the options.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see.
that further lets you know
So
it's not wrong.
so one of the things that social media does too is it plays on women's insecurities, especially Instagram. Like that's one way, the huge way it's killed the relationship. It plays on her insecurities because she's in women compete with each other, y'all. Like all of that crazy eyelashes, the stupid wigs, the tights, the crazy outfits, and all that stuff. The nails, the jewelry, the piercing, all that stuff. That's for other women. It's not for men. It's not. It's not because, dude, you could have on an oversized T-shirt with some baggy sweatpants and some socks on, and you still gonna get done if a man is in the room. Like you don't even got to put on nothing sexy like lingerie and put on makeup and all that. No, all you got to do is be present. So you're not doing that for men. You're doing that to compete and peacock in front of other women. The competition amongst women is fierce. It is fierce, man. Hey, it's so fierce that you have to where, they want to do like we talked about body positivity. It's so fierce that when women want to better themselves, like Lizzo talked about losing weight, they gave her all kind of crap because the woman want to lose weight and be healthy. It's what we in bizarre world, Shawn. I'm not understanding that.
Well, man, I think when they got somebody that popular at that weight, Lizzo gives women, I mean, not saying that she's saying it, but she's kind of saying it without saying it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to be this big and not even care. It's okay. And women, a lot of women in that same predicament, they respond to that. Check her audience. I mean, she got an audience that, women that size that responds to that and pretty much just supports that it's okay. Hey man.
Yeah.
What can you do, B? But hey man, I ain't knocking the hustle, man. I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
and
I ain't shooting jabs at them.
Right. Hey, I live your life. Campaign for what you want to campaign for, but just know that if no one has to get on board with what you're doing, nobody has to agree with what you're doing. Like I don't have to buy into that. I don't have to like it. I don't have to do any of those things. And it doesn't make me a bad person if I don't agree with your views. Like I think it was me and Michelle talked about that. Like you don't think the way I think, so I'm gonna cancel you. Like that's another thing with social media. Like how? Like why? You can't have an opinion that's different from others. I can't see things the way a different way from other people. Like to take one of the I think the most polarizing, say Donald Trump in his presidency. That's what I was telling Michelle. Say me as a black man, it'd be very ignorant of me to say that he was just orange man bad and he was just terrible. He was all these things, but not acknowledge some of the positives of his presidency.
Right.
Regardless of how somebody is, I always try to look at things objectively. Not follow the crowd. The crowd, because you follow the crowd, man, you're gonna lose yourself. You become a sheep. You become a drone, and that's what social media has turned people into sheep. It's turned people into drones. Certain outlets have gotten bigger than the news. You got the World Star Hip Hop, you got the Shade Room, you got Media Takeout, you got Madame Noir. I mean, you name it. Any of those gossip, sites or whatever, they shape narratives and they paint things a certain way. Like take for example, and this is by design. So when it's a woman sexually assaulting a little boy, they say it's like a teacher's, for example, they say teacher has sex with 14-year-old boy. So, but let's flip the genders. Let it be a man with the underage girl. Teacher RAPEs underage. No, they'll say child. They won't even say young 14-year-old boy, young boy. They'll say child. They word it totally different. And then even sentencing for those things is lesser on the women's side. What did the teacher? She justified her sleeping with 13-year-old boy. She got pregnant by him. She said, well, when we were sleeping together, his grades improved.
Come on, B.
I'm so serious, Sean.
You just pull that out the sky, man.
No, that's a real thing, Sean. That's real. She was dead serious too. She was dead serious.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I guess I was dumb as I don't know what in school.
Right.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man. But man, systematically, man, the system is not made for the men. And it is, man. I went through my years of 20s and 30s where I used to complain and get mad and have anger and be bitter about it. Now, man, I'm like, when you go through so much, man, you see the obvious. There's no reason to argue the point. I just hunch my shoulders and be like, it is what it is, man. That's why I don't even shoot jabs at them no more, because it's evident. What's understood don't need to be, discussed. I mean, it's just it is what it is. Systematically, the system is not made for us. A lot of men ain't talking about it or speaking up about it, but systematically, the system isn't made for men. Period. No matter what color you are, bro, you get caught up. You just caught up, and if it's woman based, oh man,
Yeah.
forget about it, man. And man, when I'm out and about, that's why when I go to the gym, my hat pulled down so low you can bet that hat pulled all the way down here. I don't want nothing misconstrued. I ain't looking at you. I ain't paying y'all no attention, man. I don't even say hi to them when I'm in the hallways, highway, always Walmart, nothing, man. Because just the way that they have made, the society has made it so bad for men. It's like, that's why men are kind of like, you still, a lot of men out in public, you got someone that's gonna do it, but for the most part, I'm like, I just keep my distance, bro.
Yeah. The average everyday guy, he's just going about his business and not approaching. That's me. Like when I'm out and about, unless I know you personally, especially when it comes to women, I just keep it moving. Like it's almost like you don't exist to me, because I'm not trying to engage with you. I'm not trying to stare at you. I don't want no allegations. I don't want anything. You talking about you feeling uncomfortable just because I'm not, number one, I'm not apologizing just for being a man. Okay. Like I'm not just because supposedly you feel uncomfortable. I'm supposed to dumb myself down to make myself seem smaller or weak to make you feel less threatened. No, I'm not going to do that. You need to figure out that stuff on your own and get the help for the traumas that you have that make you even think that way, but social media promotes that, man. It does. It promotes that.
All day.
One of the things with oversharing too is, and people don't understand this, you open yourself up to unwanted opinions when you share things in a public forum, and people still don't get that concept. Like they'll say, oh, this is my page, I do what I want on my page. Yeah, you do what you want on your page, but I could comment and have an opinion on whatever I see in a public forum. You don't like it, block me or unfriend me, and like, who do you think you are? Like, so what? I could say what I want to say about whatever it is.
I agree, man. I agree. So just like you said, man. I mean, man, you said you said it perfectly, man. And that's why I like these segments, because the most powerful thing about the truth is that it takes no sides. Facts don't have feelings, man. People don't understand. The truth ain't gonna take no sides. Like I was talking about it earlier today in one of my segments on the FIMP group. That truth don't have no respect to person. But if you put yourself out there and people have their opinions, and when people comment on my stuff that I post or whatever, I'm like, you're entitled to your opinion. I ain't gonna get in no tongue wrestling match and no bitch session with them, because I got things to do. Busy people don't have time for that. So it's like, I'm not going to entertain it. You are entitled to your opinion. That's why I taught an opinion. You're entitled to that. So I'm not going to bid out of shape. Just because you and I could disagree on something, but I ain't gonna have nothing against you because your perspective or your views are different from mine. I'm not
Yeah.
going to belittle you or degrade you because your views and perspective is different from mine. You're entitled to have different views and perspective. I'm entitled to have different views and perspective. But I can compartmentalize the difference between that. Okay, this is my friend. This is somebody I cordially know. Their view and perspective is different from my view and perspective, but we still can be good.
Yeah.
You know, where I got to put my feelings and simple things like views and perspective has destroyed relationships, things between family and friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, that's a biggie right there. That's a
Hmm.
biggie because that can destroy any type of relationship you have with any person. It doesn't matter. You know, it can, man, especially family, like the way social media is, like the whole Trump versus Hillary, or the Trump versus Biden. I mean, that killed a lot of relationships with people. You know, you got people who are Trump supporters.
Hmm.
Okay, you're a Trump supporter. Okay, cool. It is what it is. You're a Biden supporter. Okay, cool. It is what it is. You know,
Hmm.
but I'm not going to throw my brother or my sister away because they support this person, or they like that person, or they have an opinion on this, or they have an opinion on that, and I'm the exact opposite of whatever that is, man. You just you can't do that. You see, Robin Brooks, she said we have to learn how to agree to disagree and respect each other. Yeah,
Exactly, Robin. She hit the nail on the head with that, man. You know, and that's the thing. You know, everybody wants to be liked, loved, and respected. You know, you gotta learn to respect each other's opinions, man, and not getting your feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I want to touch on, we was talking about social media. Another thing what social media has done is made women jealous of each other. And what I tell women, I say, listen, stop being jealous of her body and do something about yours. Don't be jealous of her body. Just do something about yours. Don't be
yeah,
envious about her body. Do something about yours. Don't want her body. Just do something about yours. And man, we just if for some reason we keep getting right back to this for some reason, it's so sad how social media has brainwashed women that they got to compete with each other
yeah,
instead of and you ain't got to do that, man. But
yeah. Oh,
uh,
and remember, I don't know if you remember it, but we were talking about it. I said that relationships, social media has is of course it has killed relationships, but it's also killed the relationship with yourself for a lot of people, because social media has made people hate themselves more than
oh
anything.
man, it sure has, man,
That's the detriment right there.
that's a detriment. And my advice to everybody on social media, don't allow social media, you know, to don't allow the ugly part in social media to kill the beauty that's inside you. Because social
Hmm.
media got so many ugly parts, but don't allow the ugly part of social media kill the beauty that's inside of you. And a lot of people are doing that, man. Especially our women, man. It's just like they don't even love themselves, man. I be like, God, and they pick themselves apart so much too. It's just like it's unbelievable. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
then
man.
talking to her about my mom, she was like, a lot of the things that they pick on themselves for, men don't care about. You know, just men don't care about those things. You find out really quickly we're incredibly simple and that we don't care. You say, Robert say accountability is missing. Yes, it
Yeah,
is. Being
yeah,
accountable
yes,
is
it is,
missing.
Robin.
Man, accountability is
Robin is
like
on.
kryptonite. Yeah, it's like kryptonite. Yeah. Oh man, this is another one, Shawn. Now, me and you hadn't talked about this one. Ooh, yeah. I just remembered that. I was talking about it last night, and how society and social media, for the most part, has taught women that men are supposed to be a certain way, and they are, or we are this way. And if a man is not the way that society tells you he is, or he doesn't want to be, he goes against the grain, then he's toxic, he's a bad person, he's
Hmm.
worthless, he's not good. I say, but a lot of the things that society has told women the way men are supposed to be, or we supposedly are, we're not that way. That's where the disconnect comes in between men and women, is because women truly do not know how men are. They are amazed when they figure out how we truly are. And I'm like, it's very obvious how we are. But you've been told and fed lies. That's where the lying comes in. Social media lies to women. I mean, everybody lies to women. That's where the lying comes in, is that you don't truly know how men are. That's where our true disconnect is today.
Yeah, and again, man, you got to take the time to understand. And I want to piggyback on what you said previously, because I've done it, B. I've done it. I've, I've had a relationship. I called a woman beautiful every single day, been their biggest cheerleader or whatever. Yet and still, a man can tell a woman how beautiful she is every day, uplift her every day, support her every day. She's still gonna pick herself apart. And when you think about that, man, that's somewhere that mental that switch needs to be switched. It's off. So that switch needs to be switched to on, that I am beautiful. I am exactly what my man is saying. I don't have to compare to myself to another woman or whatever. And then going back to what you're saying about and women have to understand, take the time to understand their men. They got to understand what society is doing, opposed to being, you know, when a woman decides to be a man's partner opposed to his problem, now she can understand him more.
Mm-hmm.
Because why are you going to side on the outside world against the man that you say you love and supposed to be your man or your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, fiance, whatever? You got to take the time to understand him. He's got the world against him. He don't need you against him too. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
But man, whatever, man.
See, look what Liz,
I
as they
could go
say,
on.
men may not care, but they will be all on those IG models pages. Hey, don't out us like that, Miss Lisa. You ain't got to out us like
Wow,
that. But she right though. She absolutely
wow.
right, lady.
She,
Yeah,
yeah.
she right. Hey, Shawn, when I first got TikTok, when I first got on TikTok and I started uploading my content, because I refused to get on it. I refused to watch it and get on it. But I got on it. I was like, let me upload my clips, to see how it goes. And it's people like it. People like my content. But I also see the other content that's on TikTok. Man, was on it, maybe I wasn't even 48 hours, Shawn. I noticed I hadn't followed like 77 female TikTokers in like a 48-hour period.
77.
Dude, man, I was like, hey, when I saw it, I hadn't realized it. I was like, wow, I didn't realize, because they say who you're following and who follows you. I had following 77 versus like 2 followers of mine, and I was like, oh no, I gotta change that. I gotta change that.
Wow, man. You know, you can easily get caught up into that, man. And because
Yeah.
you see one and then you see another and you see another and you see another. It's like, oh man.
Then the algorithm is great, because they keep showing you ones that you like. They keep showing you
Right.
like one, and I think Instagram has the same
Crazy.
one. So I guess the type of women that you like, whether their race or the way their build is, whether they're petite women or they're bigger women,
Hmm.
whether it's white women or black women, Asian women, whatever you seem to like on Instagram or TikTok, they show you more women like that. So I noticed this. So in those 77, when I was going through, because I went through and I unfollowed them. I'm down to like I only follow like 15 accounts, and most of them are just regular TikTokers. It's not female TikTokers doing the dances and all of that stuff. But I noticed this is what I noticed, Shawn. All of them kind of was built the same way. I mean, built the exact same way. Some are
That
a
is
little
so
bit thicker.
crazy, man.
It's crazy. I didn't realize this. Some were a little thicker, some were petite, but they're all kind of stayed into like this hourglass figure. No small chest to no chest with a nice butt. That was it. That was it for me. That right there, I was like, I didn't realize I had a type like that. I was like, when I was going through unfollowing them, I said all of these girls look the same.
I don't care, man. And I had a conversation with one of my younger clients. He's in his 20s, good looking dude. He said, Shawn, you're a good looking dude, man. You got a good body on you or whatever, man. What do you think about all these girls on Instagram? I said, man, I said, I've had those girls. I said, so I think guys who haven't had those women, I said, man, listen, man, I said, dude, I dated internationally. Women that usually that's just would drop traffic. I said, when you haven't had that, I think that's more appealing to you. I said, but man, where I'm at the same time in my life, a woman can have a pretty face and a nice body, but if her soul trash, she's still ugly. So I was like, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like, man, I know plenty of good looking women, man, but their soul is trash. It just makes them
Yeah.
even ugly. And then I know average women who is not just as drop dead, running in traffic gorgeous, but their soul is beautiful. It makes
Yeah.
them even look beautiful. So it's like, and at the end of the day, beauty is in the behind, is in the eyes of the beholder. But some guys who haven't had those type of women, you know,
Yeah.
it can be like alluring to them. But once you've been there and had that, you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
And when you had one cocoa, you had more. I mean, that's it's just
Yeah.
when you've experienced that, because you got men who've been well traveled who've already had those type of women,
Yeah.
and when they think they're special in mind, I'm like, I remember I used to tell women about 15 years ago, I'm like, I've already had you, so you need a little bit more to impress me than just your
Yeah.
body. I've had that, like, Jesus Christ, pretty much
Yeah.
predominantly all my life. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, give me something more.
Yeah.
Because what's up in here? Let's have a conversation.
Hmm.
Let's stimulate me verbally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you see the mindset, what people are impressed by, the intelligence level. You see so many different things once you start getting on that mental thing, man, because that mental thing is deeper than anything you can think of. And so I was trying to tell the young brother, I said, man, I have pretty much all my life chosen biology over chemistry.
Yeah.
And I said, biology is going to fade at some point, but that chemistry will, ooh, man, that chemistry gets better and better and better if you don't
Yeah.
get exhausted on the possibilities of just working on that relationship or partnership that you do have. But I said, well, man, you young. I can't tell you nothing. I done been there. You probably going to pick biology over chemistry, but as you get older, your views and things is slightly they're going to change. You still going to want a little bit of the biology, but you're going
Hmm.
to want the chemistry more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, now being in this sphere, content creating and meeting women who are socialites, they're content creators, and they post their pictures or whatever, and they have a following. Once you meet
Right.
them, the first thing I realize is that they're people. They're regular people, just like me and you. There's
Hmm.
nothing necessarily special about them. It's just that they may have a following on social media, but those women are people just like me and you. You see, women want men to love them for their soul, not what they look like. Yeah, I mean, I would say women want that, but remember, we shallow on both sides. you
Exactly.
you you have to remember, because like they want to vilify men for all they want is these young, petite women, with all of this. On the other side, all you want is tall, NBA, NFL looking dudes, man.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
let's be honest. Come on, let's be honest. Let's tell the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's tell the truth.
and that doesn't make us bad people. That just makes us people, you know. And that's where the
Right.
shaming has to stop on both sides. You shaming each other, but people are people at the end of the day. It doesn't make us bad, doesn't make us good. It just makes us people. You know.
Yeah.
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 And what social media has done, all social media has done is exposed human nature. That's all it has. All it's
Right.
doing is showing us how people really are. Before social media, you thought people were a certain way, but now people expose themselves every day and show you exactly who they are. You know?
Hmm. Hmm. They show you how their mindsets are based off what they're interested in. They showed you by what they're impressed by based off of what they're interested in. You can find out a lot about people, even if they by pretty much of the content of what they post. There's so many different layers of people that you can find out so much about. Now they're showing you bits and pieces of them, but then you got people who are also showing you the every move for bragging right because they're seeking attention or whatever the case may be. They breakups, you can tell whether they're in a good mood, they breakups, or when they bashing the person, or the bitter, or the resentful. They show all different types of sides of them, and then they also show you when they're also seeking attention again. So there's so many. Social media basically, it pretty much has exposed people for who exactly who they are. And but somebody went on to my social media. I was like, dude, I went and looked on your social media, dude. I saw you talk about fitness. It's like I'm like, dude, that's what I'm about. I said, dude, to get to know me personally, to get to know my deep dark secrets, social media ain't earned a right to get to know me like that. Social media
Nope.
ain't getting in my closet. Social media ain't getting in my heart. Social media ain't getting that close to me. Social media ain't worth it to me for you to know
Yeah.
the things that make me tick, the things that truly move me, the things hurtful or things I'm no man, no social media.
Yeah.
You playing yourself when you do that, man. And
Yeah.
like I'm not that dude.
Yo, Nesco in the house, man. Nesco,
Ness,
where you
what's up,
been?
Ness?
Nesco, where you been?
What's up, dude?
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
you're
Ness.
right. Social media hasn't earned the right to know those things, man. You don't have to share everything. I'll tell you this about social media. You know, one of the few things that I hate, Shawn, I absolutely loathe this in social media, and it's become a trend, and a lot of people do it. You may have done it. I've never done it, and anybody who does, I'm never going to do it. And anybody who does it, we're gonna have a conversation and a come to Jesus moment if you do this to me. Posting hospital bed selfies. I hate that, Shawn. Oh my God. I hate that with a passion. Why do you need to do that? Why do you need to do that? There's no reason to do that. I see it as a play for attention. I do.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
a
don't,
play for attention.
I don't want nobody to see me in that worst way, man. I mean, that's just
No.
something that some things you need to keep to yourself. Um,
Yeah.
but that's just simple common sense. That some things you need to keep to yourself. That's just common sense. That's just
Yeah. Oh, snap. Hey, what do you had going on?
no. That's a phone call was coming in.
Okay, I
Uh,
got you.
yeah. That's just, but for me, that's just logic, man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how people don't get that, but
Yeah.
but it
Nesco
is, man.
Nesco said he was getting back straight. That's good, my brother. Come back strong. I see Lisa say attention seeking. Yes, B. It's attention seeking. That's social media in a nutshell. I mean, if we're gonna sum up today's show, in social media, how it's killed relationships, you could break it down to attention seeking. I mean, at the end of the day, that's
Right.
what it is. It's attention seeking. Because and a lot of ladies might not agree with this, and I think it's on the other side and men too, but when you post scantily clad photos on your social media. You got to have your butt
Mm.
out. You got to be half naked, and things like that. It's one thing if you have on a nice outfit and you're posting, or you may have like your little workout clothes on or whatever, and it's nothing super revealing. That's fine. But when you got to have your butt out, you got to be shaking, you got to be twerking, you got to do all those things. What you're doing is you're actively displaying yourself for other men. That's what you're trying to catch. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. You're trying to catch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I ain't want to say it. I really ain't want to go there. Oh man, B gonna take it there. I really didn't want to say it, B. But I said, oh man, no, he didn't. I said, oh man, I'm gonna have to find a. But B, you're right. I can't. Facts have no feelings. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So it's the simple truth, man. I mean, you mean to tell me you're just doing that just because? Yeah. I mean, are you really just exposing your whole entire body just because?
yeah,
And again, I'm not knocking you. You know, I can, fitness is what I do. I can appreciate a person who put the work in, got who's, created their body into an incredible, nice body. Not knocking it, but do you honestly have to put those? What are you trying to do when you put those type of pictures out there? And
Yeah.
you're not thinking about, and that's why it's important to think wisely and remember, true power is in observing everything. When a person of common sense is looking at that, it's like, okay, yeah, they have a nice body, but did they have to post that particular picture there?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the person behind them posting that picture?
Right.
So
Let's go say what kills me is the people that post and then says, "Don't judge me" when people start commenting. I'm like, if you didn't want someone's input, then why did you post it? Ness, we just talked about that. Oversharing on social media opens up dissenting opinions. It opens up you for criticism. And people saying, well, I do what I want to do on my page. Okay, well, people could do whatever they want to do on social media.
right.
Yeah.
Right, babe.
Yeah. But yeah,
So
Shawn,
true,
back
man.
it's obvious that women are displaying themselves for men. And when they're doing that. Now they peacock for other women, of course, and that's their main competition is other women because they want to stunt on other women first and foremost. That's at the beginning of the day, but at the end of the day, it also come back to men as well. Because it's just like with men, men who, they say to get a lot of women or a lot of women are interested in them. They're players, they're seen as studs, but women, hey, they want the same thing. Say, hey, look at all these dudes who interested in me that I ain't giving the time of day, because it builds themselves up and makes them seem like they are the prize.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true. That's so true,
yeah,
brother. I
man.
mean, man, but it's such a catch-22 when women post certain pictures that they post. It's almost like I love the Dave Chappelle skit where he says the woman she's dressed like half naked, and then the dude
Mhm.
approaches like, I don't like how you approaching me by a whore, like I'm a whore. And Dave Chappelle's
Oh,
like, now, I'm not saying, and I'm not gonna go on a ledge and say that I'm calling you a whore, but I'm not calling you a whore. I'm not saying that you're a whore, but you're definitely wearing a whore's uniform. I'm not saying you're a whore,
yeah.
but you're definitely wearing a whore's uniform.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I love that bit from him. He say he's like
yeah, I
you in the
love it.
club and so a lady girl walks in and she got her cleavage popping out the top of her turtleneck. And you just say something. You know what I mean. But you just say something like, "Dang, look at them titties." She said, "Just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a whore." He said, and that's right. Just because she's dressed a certain way doesn't mean she is a certain way. So, but I
Right,
must say, you are wearing a whore's uniform. He's like, that's like
right.
me walking around in the police outfit, and somebody walks up, "Hey, could you help me? They're trying to rob me over here." You're like, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Just because I'm dressed this way doesn't make me a police officer."
Yeah, right. And I love, see, Dave Chappelle put such an intelligent spin on it, man, to make you feel stupid for even addressing that issue, or even being in that situation. But it's so true, But women
Yes,
do that a lot. They do that a lot, man, and they get on. But when you do that, I'm like, I don't understand how women are open-minded enough to not understand that you're going to get unwanted attention. You're going to get wanted attention that you want, but
mm-hmm.
along with that uniform that you're wearing, you're going to get unwanted attention.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
So
Every time.
I don't, I
See,
don't,
Lisa
I
says
don't know. What you say?
no, say a real woman doesn't have to post pics like that. It's all about what kind of attention you seek. Yes, ma'am. She was
Mm.
laughing at a whore's uniform. Let's see. Nesco say we are witnessing an identity crisis on social media. It's like the cow trying to dictate to the farmer where the steak will come from. Oh, Ness. Once again, Ness. Say the cow
That
trying to
doggone nest, boy.
dictate to
That
the
doggone nest
farmer
be on
where
it.
steak comes from. Yeah. Hey, that goes back to the why buy the cow? You can get the milk for free. It's like, why?
Mm.
And I
Wow.
talked about this too. No amount of you making a guy wait to sleep with you is going to change what his intentions are. If his intention is to just sleep with you, that man will wait for 90 days, 900 days, 9 decades if he can. He will wait. He will be patient and wait. And if he just wants to sleep with you, he'll get what he wants and he will move on after that. But we will wait. So none of that 90-day rule or any of those things is going to change what our true intentions are. What it is you have to find that out for yourself. That's men and women. You have to find out what someone's true intentions are. And the best way to do that is time. Time reveals all, because people could only put up a front for so long, man. Hey, you got great actresses. Hey, they win Oscars and all of that. But you can only stay in character for so long. You're going to slip. The best of them slip. You're going to slip somewhere.
Exactly. That's so true, man. That's so true. I mean, yeah, nothing more need to be said on that. I mean, time tells all, man. You just gotta wait and observe and see, man. You'll see everything that you need to know. In due time.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, man, I think we could wrap it up there, man. That was excellent, bro.
Yeah. It was good. Good topic, D. Good points, man. I mean, it was good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Hope somebody got something out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hope you did, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Hey, make sure you follow Shawn Taylor, all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow Shawn on all those. Follow me on all my platforms. You see him down at the bottom. Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. See, Nesco say, yes, bro. They don't get it. Yeah, that 90-day crap, if you want to, you don't learn a person's language without spending time talking and listening to them. That's all you got to do.
Right.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
That's it.
Yeah. Time.
That's it.
But we in a microwave society where everybody wants it now. They want it fast. It's my money and I need it now. You know, that's how people are, man. Yeah. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put it the grind. Hey, they don't respect the grind. They don't respect the hustle. They don't respect what people did to get to where they are, you know. They just want it now. They see you got it, so they want it, and that's what it is. But in the I know we're gonna so you got any ending thoughts? Because I got my last ending thought.
You got me.
No, I'm saying your last ending thought. You got anything?
Oh, mine, man, it's just like I said before, man. Don't let the ugliness of social media destroy the beauty that's in you. You got to understand what this thing is about. This thing is social media, society. It's bigger than what you think it is. You don't want to get into the traps of it, you know. Don't lose your own way of thinking, creating your own mindset, knowing the difference, what's important and things that's not even worthy of your attention. That's my ending thought, baby.
Yeah. Hey, Tanya Pender, Nesco's wife, she said, yeah, but a microwave can mess up good food. Oh, see, y'all reading off the same playbook now over there, man. Y'all reading off the same playbook over there. Because that right there, man, you said a mouth. That little one sentence right there, you said a mouthful. Yeah, we live in a microwave society, but a microwave can mess up good food. Oh yeah, but so and this is my ending thoughts, man. And I will say this: I will say that social media has been a detriment to men and women, but I think it's affected women the most, because even with men, even if you're a man that's delusional, even on social media, they'll show you that, hey, you don't measure up, man. You know, you don't measure up. Whatever your shortcomings are as a man, you see those on social media every day, every single day. You're reminded of your shortcomings as a man. But I think it's affected women the most because, you know, it gave women all these options. They compete with each other. They don't love themselves. So all this is going to end up being is a lot of lonely women who are lonely, and they're going to end up very bitter, you know. But you would think, well, what can we do to change that? But people are stuck in their ways, man. They're staunch about being loud and wrong and having things their way. But hey, like as Bobby Womack said, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Hey, it's bad now. This wait a decade from now, man. It's gonna get ugly. I'm telling y'all, people, it's coming. It's gonna get ugly.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, that's it, people. That's it for the day. We'll be back again. We'll be back again probably next Monday. One of these Saturdays we're gonna be on it too. So one of these Saturdays we're gonna get in there.
We gotta do that.
We don't have no time limit. We ain't got no distractions. We could just go.
That's right. That's right.
All right, man. But hey, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. But until next time, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.